Type 3 suggestion. The suggestion to misuse the gifts and blessings of God. And he brought him to Jerusalem, and set him on a pinnacle of the temple, and said unto him, If thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down from hence. For it is written, He shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee. Luke 4:9-10. Jesus had the power to use the gift of God to protect himself. Was he going to misuse this power at the suggestion of demons? Certainly not. This common category of suggestion seeks to make you misuse whatever God has placed in your hand. God has given some of us spiritual gifts, callings, money, talents, education, contacts, power, and influence. Most people with these gifts from God misuse them. Satan cleverly suggests that we use our God-given blessings on anything other than the will of God. This is why many blessed Christians do not support the work of God wholeheartedly, but they support their own lives. This also explains why many men of God deviate from the call and misuse the gift of God. The power of suggestion seems weak and insignificant, but this is the principal access route of demons. I remember reading a very powerful vision of a pastor's wife who encountered exactly what I am talking about. She received a type 1 suggestion from the devil. In this vision, Jesus appeared to Kenneth Hagin and talked to him extensively on the subject of demons and how they get hold of people. In the vision, Jesus told Kenneth Hagin that he was going to teach him concerning the devil, demons, and demon possession. Jesus then opened the realm of the spirit to Kenneth Hagin, and he saw a woman whom he recognized but did not know personally. This lady was a pastor's wife who was in the ministry with her husband. She had a great singing ability, but she had left her husband and gone off on her way. Jesus explained to Kenneth Hagin that this woman was a child of God until one day the devil came to her. As Jesus said this, Kenneth Hagin saw in the spirit what looked like a little monkey come to sit on the shoulder of this pastor's wife and whisper something in her ear. Jesus told Kenneth Hagin that the demon told the pastor's wife that she was a beautiful woman who had been robbed in life, and that if she were in the world, she would have fame, fortune, and popularity. In the vision, the woman recognized the thought as coming from the devil, and so she rebuked the demon, and as she did so, Kenneth Hagin saw the little monkey jump off her shoulder and run off. Jesus told Kenneth Hagin that by and by this demon came back to sit on the woman's shoulder and whisper the same thing to her. Every time this pastor's wife would recognize the voice of the devil and rebuke it, and the demon would go away. Jesus continued his narration to Kenneth Hagin and said that after a while the demon came back to tempt the woman. As Jesus said this, Kenneth Hagin saw in the vision this little imp come again to sit on the shoulder of the pastor's wife and whisper something to her. Jesus told Kenneth Hagin that at this time, the pastor's wife began to think Satan's thoughts as well. She began to think that she was beautiful and that she had been cheated in life. Jesus continued to explain to Kenneth Hagin that when the pastor's wife began to think like that, she became obsessed with the devil's thoughts. As Jesus said this, Kenneth Hagin saw in the spirit that the pastor's wife changed and became transparent, as if her body was made of glass. Then he saw a black dot in her head about the size of a $50 coin. Jesus explained to Kenneth Hagin that before, the devil oppressed this woman from the outside, but as she listened to the devil, she became obsessed with the devil's thoughts. Jesus told Kenneth Hagin how this pastor's wife eventually left her husband and went off with another man. She went from one man to another until, at a time, she had been with 5 different men. As the vision continued, Kenneth Hagin saw a minister of God standing outside a hotel where this pastor's wife was lodging with another man. He had gone there to reconcile the pastor's wife back to her husband. In the vision, Kenneth Hagin found himself appearing in the hallway by this minister when he knocked on the door of the hotel room where the pastor's wife was lodging with her partner. He saw her in the vision, come to the door with almost no clothes on. She drove away the minister, saying that she knew what he had come for and that she did not want to have anything to do with Jesus. When she said that, Kenneth Hagin saw in the spirit that big black dot in her head go from her head down inside of her, into her heart and down into her spirit. Jesus told Kenneth Hagin that at that point, the woman had become possessed with that devil. What the devil had originally brought to this woman as a suggestion embedded itself in her mind and eventually possessed her heart and spirit. This illustrates how Satan used the power of suggestion until this woman was totally destroyed.